Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another video. Today we're going to be talking about a new game. Well, it's not out yet, but it's coming out and it's very cool. I don't know when this game will be playable, but it will definitely not be too far away. But before we get right into this video game, check that you're subscribed with those notifications turned on. That would help a lot, and hopefully today I'll earn your subscription. Thank you so much. Leave a like or a dislike on the video, but do that later on when you've made your mind up on that case. So let's get right into the video game called Manor Lords. So Manor Lords is like an indie developed real-time strategy city builder video game. And to be honest, you might not think this, but I'm not the greatest Total War person. I love Total War for the real-time battles, but some of the politics in Total War kind of makes me unsure about if I like it or not. However, Manor Lords kind of takes what I really love about real-time strategy battles, and I kind of do love some city builders. A good city builder is always fun. And if you can imagine, you can play Manor Lords and do real-time battles and build a city at the same time, and hopefully be able to do this in multiplayer and have your friends build a city, you build a city, and then, you know, there's wars that erupt there and here and there. I mean, that sounds awesome. That seems really awesome. Let's be honest, it's not just awesome, it's going to be amazing. So, let's dive right into this before we talk a bit more about Manor Lords as a whole. Manor Lords is going to be launching in an early access format on Steam. And the reason why it's going to be doing that is because it's being crafted by a solo developer. The solo developer, Slavic Magic, has been working on it for 3 years. It was growing in the dark cave of my room. It requires a lot of feedback and playtesting. I know that together, with the help of the community, I can adapt, improvise and overcome, and create the game we all want to play. And I agree with him. I want to play Manor Lords. I mean, what I've seen, the trailers, all the video footage you're seeing in the background here is Manor Lords. And after seeing a lot of these videos, I do really want to put my hands on this myself, of course. Oh man, it looks awesome. He even has his own estimate on how long the game will be in early access, and it's between a year and 2 years. Between 1 and 2 years with regular content updates, which sounds great. He's also talking about the full release that will include fortifications, soldiers on walls, sieges, gunpowder units, crossbows, and cavalry. Large endgame cities inspired by a late medieval period, and more maps. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to play a Total War game with the massive battles or the real-time battles of having battalions fighting each other and building a city while the battle is going on? Like, you can do everything at the same time. It sounds awesome. And also that you can build massive cities sound also really cool. Imagine how you can structure your city. It's like city skylines, but medieval times with war and blood. And this is why I really like the look of Manor Lords. And the current state of the early access version, and the early access will include the city building and management gameplay, AI opponents and diplomacy, one large map with more than 50 regions to conquer, infantry battles. So there will be a pretty decently sized map for the early access, but it only sounds like it'll be one map, one large map. 50 regions though, and infantry battles. So that means that you can build your city and manage and do diplomacy and sell some wheat and buy some iron and make an army and then conquer and build more cities. And conquer more land and build bigger armies, conquer more cities and bigger armies, yes! It's gonna be a game where I assume at some point it'll feel like a snowball effect where, let's say, if the game does eventually get a multiplayer, let's say that a player has like 10 regions and you have 2. That 10 region player is probably gonna be able to pull a much bigger army. Maybe you can be smarter, more tactically fit in the brain, and more exercised in the thoughts of destroying your enemy. It sounds pretty cool. So he also talks about the game price. He doesn't say what price it will be, but he says that the early access version will be cheaper than the full release, that the price may rise when the full game comes out, which makes sense. The game has been developed for, you know, a longer period of time. And then he says, how are you planning on involving the community in your development process? We already have a beginning of a community on games subreddit, Instagram, Discord, and Twitter. Fans already started sharing their ideas and opinions, and those ideas are already being implemented into the game. Also, Slavic Magic is very active on Twitter, so if you want to see some live updates and some sneak peeks on how Manor Lords is looking, I'm going to leave a link to his Twitter down below. He sometimes posts some very interesting stuff, and I can't wait to see more of this game. The thought of being able to build a city and do war at the same time is something that really makes me want to play the game. I don't know if any of you guys have played Company of Heroes, but that's the game that the Slavic Magic is making, but in medieval times. And medieval times are very cool because there's not so many snipey units. I can't wait to see what he does with the game. Besides that, at the end here, I'm going to leave the entire combat trailer for how combat will work in Manor Lords. So be sure to look at that and listen to the beautiful audio of it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like or leave a dislike down below. Hopefully I've earned your subscription and you've clicked the red button and clicked the little notification bell. And if you have, thank you very, very much. Until next time, maybe you are now more interested in Manor Lords than you used to be. And hopefully you are. If you are, so until next time, hopefully you're all having a great day. I've been the Turtle, and until next time I see you, probably not too far from now, have a good one. Bye bye.